Welcome to another 5 in 15 webinar production from Datapipe, where we cover a topic of interest in cloud or managed hosting. We do that in 5 slides and in 15 minutes. My name is Todd Smith, and I am a product manager at Datapipe. And I'm your host today as we look at Office 365, and specifically managed services for Office 365 from Datapipe. So let's get started. So the challenge relevant to Datapipe clients regarding productivity and messaging is really twofold. Clients lack a modern tool set for productivity and messaging, or they may have SaaS tools that are scattered across departments and would benefit from resources, from the combined resources of Office 365. The second challenge is for those customers that see the value and have maybe already adopted Office 365 or are looking to adopt, but they may lack expertise or even the desire to manage the Office 365 platform itself. They would rather focus on value-added tasks or tasks that would benefit their organization, and management of a platform is not something that they would like to focus their efforts on. We see in the quote here from InfoWorld that although Office 365 is a platform, a SaaS platform, software as a service, it doesn't just manage itself. It does take concerted effort and expertise, and that is where Datapipe can come alongside our clients and partner with them. So let's dig a little deeper. I briefly detailed the challenges, or the challenge. For Datapipe, the value proposition of Office 365 is in its components. That's one of the value propositions. So you have the Office suite itself, you have Exchange Online, SharePoint Online, OneDrive for Business, Skype for Business, Yammer Enterprise. So when we talk about Office 365, that suite of services is what we're talking about. The IT resources required to run comparable applications in the past have been sizable. So if you think about how to run mail or SharePoint, internet storage or folder storage, collaboration software. So the effort to run and manage those has been sizable from both personnel and an infrastructure perspective. So whether it's the traditional business functions of Office 365 or the newer collaboration paradigms enabled by, say, Skype or Skype for Business or Yammer, Office 365 is a tremendous resource in a single suite that can increase the productivity of an organization. Plus, the usage is one of a pay-as-you-go licensing model, and that has some nice features as well. So you're ensured up-to-date software with Office 365. You always have the most recent version should you wish it. Usage is up to 5 devices that span virtually all smartphones and tablets and, of course, desktop PCs, and you can access the software from virtually anywhere. So that's some of the great benefits of Office 365. And with Office 365, you can consolidate your IT spend to a single suite, and it's quite reasonably priced compared to other point solutions. For example, if you're just looking at cloud file storage, a cloud file storage solution alone can be priced above an Office 365 plan or close to it, which includes OneDrive for Business, which has 1 gigabyte of cloud storage. So you get that 1 gigabyte of cloud storage plus all the other Office 365 options at a price point that is oftentimes pretty comparable with just cloud storage. The Datapipe solution addresses then the management. So we talked a little bit about some of the benefits of Office 365 itself, but the Datapipe solution addresses then the management of the platform. So administration and support of Office 365 are included with our Office 365 offering. So Office 365 requires really dedicated effort to configure and manage, and with Datapipe service, you don't have to worry as much about that. You can have a worry-free adoption of Office 365. And this includes any implementation of hybrid scenarios that involve, for example, identity or mail. So if you have an on-premise mail solution, or you have an identity solution where you log in username and password, for example, Active Directory on-premise, and you want to synchronize that with the Office 365, so you have essentially the same credentials. That requires infrastructure to do that. So those are hybrid scenarios. Datapipe can manage across that technology stack. So what are some other reasons why move to managed Office? I've outlined some of the things that Datapipe can do, but what are some key business reasons why you might consider a managed Office 365 solution? So one is our customers oftentimes benefit that are experiencing growth in their business. Okay, so we've noted that there. Growth allows, having a managed service provider allows them for business agility. There's also complexity. The Office 365 domain has a number of different services. So getting up to speed on those services requires time and effort, dedicated resources, and our clients can rely on us. And we look to serve as a trusted advisor, a single source for managed services and support, including hybrid scenarios, and not just for Office 365. We have points of data around the globe, data centers around the globe, which our customers might make use of for infrastructure, and we can now provide Office 365 as well. So a couple of those key business cases are why we see customers interested in managed services for Office 365. Additionally, we see that with infrastructure as a service, unless the productivity scenario is one born on the, with software as a service, unless the scenario is one that's born on the cloud, there's going to be which basically means a new company starting fresh, all in the cloud, Office 365 setup. There's going to be a hybrid component. I've mentioned that briefly, and generally that'll entail infrastructure as a service components. So we can manage that we can help design, implement, and manage that entire solution. And another final value proposition is that Microsoft support is included in our agreement. So there's no additional cost for premier level support for Microsoft, managed by Datapipe. So especially for customers that make use of us for other infrastructure solutions, that escalation, that ticketing process is exactly the same. We have the same response time SLAs on our service, and then a pass-through of the reliability SLA of the Office 365 platform. So considering these points, along with monitoring, escalation, emergency planning, security and compliance, and the fact that Datapipe can act as your single source, a trusted advisor across the entire IT landscape, a managed service engagement with Datapipe for Office 365 does present good value for clients. So let's look at the solution here, how we would typically engage and implement a solution. We like to categorize our engagements with the plan, build, run methodology. And so at a high level, planning is engaging with the customer, understanding their requirements, and planning a solution that will meet those requirements. The same thing goes for Office 365, whether it be a migration that might be required or a hybrid integration, that type of thing would be a part of that plan phase. And the build phase is standing up, configuring, putting the infrastructure in place, configuring the platform, implementing the solution. And then run is ongoing management of the platform with global support, 24/7 monitoring and alerting of service health and any of the supporting infrastructure, and long-term platform administration, helping with continuity of, for example, users that might be needed to be created or eliminated or removed, management, implementing and managing a single sign-on solution, those types of things. So I was going to highlight really quickly an identity solution. This is something that we see very commonly with our customers. They need to integrate the username and password functionality or the identity functionality of Office 365 with an on-premise solution. So there's 3 identity options there. Cloud, you can implement a cloud identity, synchronized identity, or federated identity. And the last 2, with synchronized and federated, those would require integration with on-premise infrastructure, a hybrid scenario. So going through our plan, build, run, we would understand, first off, which of those solutions would work best for the customer, which would match their requirements. Depending on which one they selected, a synchronized or federated, we would scope out the appropriate infrastructure needed to support that solution. After scoping, we would build that complete solution, and then the run phase would be ongoing management and support of that identity solution, including any infrastructure that would be required. All right, so let's move on. So just to highlight some of the values here, some of the values to the customer. So Office 365 offers a choice. This is very key to what we do, providing choices to customers. So it provides a choice to meet requirements, allows customers control over productivity and messaging, and confidence to meet future demands. There's tremendous flexibility and freedom in the platform, not just in terms of collaboration that can be accomplished, but also accessibility of the platform from various devices and locations. And then freedom from a Datapipe perspective from some of the management requirements. There's a lot of, so organization and communication, you can access your email and files and Office applications from virtually any device, on the road, at the home, in our office, and it's easy to connect with your team. You can increase the collaboration of your team, share files, arranging meetings, collaborate with coworkers in a way that can really increase productivity. And then the third value here is cost optimization. You can avoid large upfront costs from a typical infrastructure solution that would be required, and the benefits of pay-as-you-go usage type of modeling or type of billing. And the second bullet point there, we've touched on this. The number of SaaS applications that are scattered across IT organizations can oftentimes be much more expensive than a comparable Office 365 solution. And Datapipe Managed Cloud for Office 365, we again provide support and managed services for the Office 365 applications. They're delivered via the cloud. They can greatly increase our clients' productivity and simplify some of the collaboration required in organizations today. All right, with that, we will wrap up. I think I've hit right at 15 minutes. So again, my name is Todd Smith, Product Manager at Datapipe. You can reach me as follows, tsmith@datapipe.com. You can also see my LinkedIn profile. Feel free to download some of these blog resources. You can access our blog from datapipe.com/blog, or click on the links here to see some of the details about what a managed service offering for Office 365 entails from Datapipe, some of the specific solutions that we would manage, for example, Exchange Online. What are some of the things that we can assist customers with? Touched briefly on identity management. There's a blog post there as well. Feel free to reach out via Twitter. You can post questions or comments at #DP5 and 15. And thank you very much for joining. Join us next time for another 5 and 15 topic on a topic relevant to cloud and hosting.